How many of us have been love bombed before? You know, I've been there. I've really been there where I have been love bombed. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this person is so amazing. Oh my goodness, he loves me so much. And we've only known each other 2 weeks. So anybody who is rushing and say they're in love with you, I want you to know you need to be very careful of somebody who's loving you after 2 weeks because they don't know you. So don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. It's a lie. It's a trap. And so, guys, those are some of the red flags you want to look out for. But let me talk to you a little bit about narcissism. You know, the cycle of abuse, the cycle of narcissistic abuse, it goes like this. They love bomb you. Yes, do not fall for it, purple. They love bomb you. They tell you it's the idolation period where they tell you everything you want to hear, and they are so amazing. They want to meet your family. They may take you out to the best restaurants. They may just do all kinds of wonderful things for you. And you're like, this is it. I have met my soulmate. And then after maybe a few weeks or a few months, then all of a sudden, this person, it could be years also. It could be after several years, but sooner or later, the mask will fall off. And then they begin to discard you. Now, what does that look like? It's not pretty. It is not pretty. Whenever a narcissistic person discard you, it is very ugly. Guys, share the live with me, please. You know what a discard looks like. So you may come home one day from work and you usually would have, your bath water ran. You may have food cooked, something special. And you walk in and this person is screaming and yelling at you or giving you the silent treatment, right? So you're like, wait a minute, what happened? What happened? Guys, if y'all want to come up and be my guest, please join me. I'm going to send you an invite if you like to come up. Yeah. So, yeah, and you come home and they're like, you know, what happened here and what happened there? And you're just like, wait a minute, what happened? And this person becomes somebody totally different. He's ignoring you. She's ignoring you. She's, or he is creating chaos in the house, screaming and yelling. And you become, you fall from being a princess or a prince to being the worst person in the world. They're speaking down to you. They're being very ugly to you. And you don't know what happened. So what happens is you begin to try to find that person again. So you start trying to please that person. You try to do anything and everything you can to make that person become who they were when you first met them. But guess what, guys? That person never existed. He never existed. It was all an illusion. It was all an illusion. And you ask, why would someone do this to me? What would cause someone to treat me so badly? Well, let me tell you what narcissists, what their main goal is supply. And what is supply? Supply can be anything. Supply can be money. Supply can be food and shelter. Supply can be, physical attachments. A supply can be anything. So if this person see that you are, you make a good amount of money at work and you drive a nice car and you wear nice clothing, they will be attracted to you. They will be attracted to you and they would want you to, love them because you know what they want from you? They want your money. They want your money. They want your assets. They want everything that you have. and their purpose is to take it from you. So we've gone over the love bombing. We've talked about the discord. We also talked about supply. So the next thing the narcissist will do is gaslight you. So once you ask that person, why are you doing this to me? You know what the narcissist is going to say? I don't know what you're talking about. And you're going to be like, yes, you haven't spoken to me in 5 days. And the narcissist is going to turn it on you. That's projection. But gaslighting is to make you feel like you don't know what you're talking about. He'll say or she'll say, you and I had a conversation Tuesday night. And you're going to say, we never had a conversation. You didn't even come home Tuesday night. And he'll say, yes, I did. You don't remember? So it's to create, distrust of yourself. And then you start thinking, well, maybe we did have that conversation. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I got too much on my plate today. No, that's gaslighting. So be very careful if you're in a relationship with someone and they try to make you think what you said or what you did is not what you said or did, or what they said and did is not what they said or did. So that's gaslighting. Projection is making you feel like everything is your fault. They take their frustrations out on you and make you think it's you. It can't be them. It never can be the narcissist. They play the blame game. I'm going to blame you for everything. If I fell down the stairs, it's your fault. If you wouldn't have left the chair in the way, then I wouldn't have fell. So they will project their feelings on you. So that's another thing that a narcissist will do. Y'all, these tricks can be very, very dangerous because what happens is it plays with the chemicals in your brain. The narcissist is very good as turning things around and making you think something that's not there. So you'll be like, and then the up and down roller coaster. Love bombing, discard, love bombing, discard. This can go weeks and days, years of being love bombed and discarded, love bombed and discarded. And then, guess what? Not only do the narcissists do that for you, to you, then they bring other people in the mix. That's called triangulation and flying monkeys. Triangulation is when, okay, so they found a new supply. There's another woman down the street, and her car is the same as your car, but her car is red. So guess what? Mr. Narcissist or Miss Narcissist is going to hook up with the person down the street because she has a little bit more than you. So that's triangulation. So they're going to triangulate you with someone else, make you the third person, the fourth person, the fifth person. So you're never going to feel like you're number one, because with the narcissist, it's not about love. It's about what they want. It's about supply. So guys, I want you, if you don't take anything away from tonight's lesson, I want you to know that narcissists do not have the capability to love. They only take. They only want what you have. And once we understand that, we can be more aware of the relationships that we're getting in. The next thing. So we've talked about love bombing. We spoke about the discord. We spoke about gaslighting, projection. We spoke about the triangulation. We talked about the flying monkeys. Okay, let's talk about the flying monkeys. So the flying monkeys are people that know you and that know them. And what they're going to do is they're going to go to those people and they're going to tell them, guess what? She is acting so crazy. She took all my money. She threw me out the house. That's what the flying monkeys are for. So the flying monkeys are going to come over to you and say, girl, what is going on? He is such a good person. She is such a good person. Why are you treating him that way? Why are you treating her that way? And you're looking at them like, you don't know what I've been going through. This person is making my life hell. And they said, that is not possible. He is so good to you. I think you may need to get some counseling. So the flying monkeys are there to make you feel like you are crazy. So the flying monkeys are the friends, the family. So be very careful of the friends and the families when it comes down to the narcissist. They will go to them. They will change their minds about you. So then, so you had the flying monkeys. So now we're going to go to, oh my goodness, there's so many things. So now, purple, look, the monkeys. So now we're going to go to the final discard. But you know what? There's not ever a final discard because the narcissist will just keep spinning the block. So just when you think it's over, they're back again. But guys, the final discard, or what seems to be the final discard, is very, very ugly. This is to break you down to that, to your, make you get on your knees and pray, because this person have dragged you through the mud. They have turned people against you. They have maybe have even taken you to court. They have stolen all your money. They have wrecked your car. They have cheated on you. They have done everything and anything to break you down. And then they move on to the next supply. But it's not over yet. They'll start hoovering. So you'll see them on social media, looking at your stories, following you, going from one platform to the next, just looking at what you're doing, basically stalking you, because they never want you to forget who they are, because they know that, you know what, that person is never gonna, love anybody like, that she loved me. Because remember, they're very grandiose. There is nobody better than them. So even if you move on and remarry, in their minds, they're the best thing that you ever had. So, guys, I want you to be very careful of the narcissist. The narcissist is not a person that you want to be in a relationship with. And you can't change them, guys. I don't care how wonderful you think they are, they're not. They are not. And I hate to make it sound so harsh, but we have to be really serious with this, because there are so many women and men who have lost their lives to narcissists. They have lost their lives to narcissists and abusers. And so, usually, a narcissist, they're not always abusers, but usually the abusers are pretty narcissistic. So, be very careful. You don't want to get with someone who's going to make you doubt your reality. It's not a good thing, guys. And guys, I want y'all to come up. I don't really know how to bring you up, but I would love for you to come up and join me, and come talk to me. Let's see if we can get you on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh boy, I should have learned how to do this before. So, guys, come up and come talk with me. So, we're going to send out invitations. So, guys, oh, hi.
Hello.
Are you there?
I just said hello.
Hi.
Do you want to do a match or do you want to leave?
Oh, no. We were talking about narcissists. Do I have something showing that I want to do a match? Somebody else came up.
I was just asking a question, but okay, you have a blessed day. How do not want to
No,
deal with
you
that
have one
negative?
also. I thought maybe I
Hey,
had clicked the
yeah.
wrong. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. So, guys, yes, come up if you would like to, or send me a request to come up because I don't know how to bring anybody up. So, so we talked about all of that, but so let's talk about if you are in a relationship with a narcissist. What do you do? And you're going through all of this trauma and drama. Well, one thing I want to suggest to you is I'm a very religious person. I'm a Christian. I love God. So the first thing I would say to you is to pray. Pray and ask God to help you to make the right decisions. You know, it's not easy to walk away from someone that you love, but if you're going through so much turmoil and abuse, you may want to seek counseling. And definitely, if you're going through any physical abuse, please contact the domestic violence hotline, and I'll give you that number. It's 1-800-799-7233. Just contact them, and they'll talk you through whatever you need to go to how to get out of that situation. But the next thing you may want to do is never argue with the narcissist. You're gonna get nowhere, absolutely nowhere, because they don't hear you. They only hear themselves, they only think they're right and you're wrong. So just do not argue. Set boundaries. Don't allow a narcissist to tell you how far you will go. So I'm going to give you that number again to the DV hotline. It's 1-800-799-7233. And that's 1-800-799-7233. That's a very, very important number, because if you're going through domestic violence in this, you may want to reach out to them. It's very serious. But you do not want to argue with them. You want to set boundaries, and you want to tell them, this is what what I'm going to do, and make it very clear to them. Make it very clear that this boundary is firm. I'm not going over this boundary, and this is it. And if you cannot abide by what I want, then we need to have another conversation. This is the only thing a narcissist understands is boundaries. They do not understand, I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive. They don't understand that because they have no empathy. No empathy. So you can be on the ground begging them to forgive you, and they will not care. They will not care. So set boundaries. No means no, and it's over at that point. No means no, and you will respect me, and you will respect my boundary. Now, you're going to get a lot of pushback, I promise you, but it's so important that you stand your ground and don't allow them to push you. Because sometimes we're in relationships, we have children with people who are narcissistic, and it's very difficult sometimes for people to get out of these type of relationships. So boundaries are very important. The next thing I want to talk to you about is gray rock. I don't know if you ever heard that term, gray rock. And that's when you basically, oh, okay, I'll consider that. So you don't get into an argument with them. You just kind of, it's not agreeing, You just kind of like, okay, let me think about that. I'll get back with you on that. That's a good idea, but let me think about it. And that way, it keeps you in control of your own emotions. Because the one thing the narcissist wants to do is to get you out of character. Because remember, they only want supply. And supply can be your emotions. It gives them a thrill to see you hurt. So do not, do not, do not, do not ever show weakness. If you show weakness with a narcissist, they will play with that weakness and you will go through so much. So boundaries are important. Stick to your boundaries. Gray rock. Keep your power. Stay emotionally intelligent. They want to push you. They want to get you out of character to make you think you're crazy. You're not crazy. You are not crazy. This person is very manipulative. They've been manipulative their whole entire lives. So they're professional manipulators. They know how to get what they want. So you have to know who you are and what you expect out of life. And that's the main thing. Self-love. Self-love is everything. And once you love yourself, you're not going to allow anyone to mistreat you. And the narcissist is there to tear you down. That's the main goal of the narcissist, is to tear you down, to make themselves feel more important. That's the name of the game with them. They want to feel superior. They want to have control. They want to feel that they can and they will control you. It's a power and control situation. And guys, do not allow anyone to take the power that you have. God gave you you are who God made you. You're beautiful. You're wonderfully made. Do not allow anyone to make you feel different about yourself. God loves you. Love yourself. These people, most of them, they've had a hard life. Some of them have been neglected as children, and this is how they built up this brick wall where they have no emotions because they've been hurt so badly. Some of them were in foster care. Some were in, maybe were adopted, or their parents maybe neglected them. But then there's some who are just overly entitled. Some of them were raised by really good families who had lots of money, and they're used to getting everything they want, so they don't have to be neglected as far as getting, things. Some of them, they get lots of things because they were raised with a silver spoon, and they expect people to treat them that way. And they go through their whole entire lives looking for people to take care of them. So stand your ground. Do not allow anyone to take your power. So guys, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I have had my experiences with narcissists. My mother, she has a lot of high narcissistic traits. And growing up, I really didn't understand what it was. I was really baffled because when a narcissistic mother, it's really all about what they want. And so if they want entertainment, you will be the entertainment. If they are angry with you, then you will not be the favorite. And they pit your sisters and brothers against each other. It's not a pretty sight. It's not. And I've had to learn to forgive and forget. As because she's elderly now. She's 82. And, why would I hold on to something so, you know, horrible about? But she's still very, um, I don't want to say selfish, but she can be. She can be very selfish. And, I've also noticed this in my son recently. So it can be generational. It can really be generational. But, yeah, it's very tough, especially when you were raised to be a people pleaser, and that's what narcissists want you to be. They want you to please them. It's all about pleasing the narcissist. So you grow up and you are there to please the parent. You do not have your own um, identity because your identity is based on them. So growing up, you have to learn who you are, you know, and you have to learn how to set boundaries because those boundaries never was there. You never knew that you can say no. And so it's a big conversation that we need to continue having because usually people who are empaths, that's another word. If you're empathic and you are people pleaser or you just love to help people, you can be really, really used by people who are narcissistic because remember, they only want what you have and they will take it all. Absolutely everything. So, guys, I appreciate you being with me. Thank you so much, Purple, for being my moderator tonight. This was wonderful. I'm so excited. I want to do this more. And we're going to talk about more things about the narcissist. We're going to talk about narcissistic parents, narcissistic children. Um, and we're going to heal. We're going to heal from all of this, and God is going to get the glory, and we're going to live a wonderful life. And I am just so proud of you guys for coming in, and God bless you. May God keep you, and I will see you next week. God bless you. Bye-bye.